voice of the masses. Hear this, come on. Come down, selector. Come down, selector. 98.1, the voice of the people. Radio democracy, radio democracy, radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy, radio democracy, radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people. Radio D, to you there's no equal.
Second to none. Radio D, you're still number one.
You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the choice of the voiceless.
Real.
Sure.
Yeah. Check it out. Check it.
We did teach and preach, but good governance. You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy 98.1. We believe in no political party. We have no region. We have no tribe. We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in good governance. We believe in people, our people. We believe in Sierra Leone. Peace. From me, Jimmy B.
We believe in the rule of law. We believe in the rule of law.
Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1, simply the best.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
Pleasant good morning from a New Englandville studio, and welcome to another edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to inform the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, na Thursday, February 19, 2026. We will bring this edition come to you this Thursday morning. Me, na Sapti Kalon.
And Adeyemi Jackson, good morning. Inside the program today, the President Julius Maada Bio say the 25% salary increment will he do for soldier man them now for improve their standard of living. Justice Mark Geba na High Court don't sentence one Pakistani Abdul Rahman for go jail for 40 years for way police been catch him with 300 grams of cocaine na Lunge. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go talk to the Minister of Information and Civic Education. We go give updates about the constitutional review process and other things that we government they do.
Well, this plus other story them for inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, and one family member of the late Abubakar to don't call on government for give justice to the late man in family for where they allege say one of the neighbor killed them brother. Remember, say inside the program, we get we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and Leo Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program come to you. From we partner radio station them, you dey listen we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Kwenadugu and Falaba District, on Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Colente 19.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Kaine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Putloko District, Radio Katbame on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, and at FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salo, you can be part of them by way I go send you message or comment to the number 077-981-981, or you gonna already Democracy Facebook page. And at this time, on behalf of management and staff, they say Ramadan Karim to all Muslim brother them, and happy Lent season also to we Christian audience them. Are you on the period?
Of course.
Fasting?
Of course.
Christian or Muslim?
Christian, you know, say the Lent season don't start.
Okay.
This is not the time for we as Christians then for fast and also observe the holy months. And of course, are they on fasting? I don't know if you said done fasting.
Well, I did try to see if I will begin because I want to keep her in a very proper way. I don't want to do any sucking. Start today, not start tomorrow. So I want to be very sure of myself before I start.
And I believe say next week it will start.
By God in power.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside the program, we start for look at issues them, who say, sway for tap, company them, not for come with fake iron rod and other building material them in the country, make the Salon Standard Bureau, don't close Royana Salon Limited and other business place them because then they sell some standard iron rod. And according to the executive director, Dr. Paul Kaisam, say they will take legal action against them company them. Yeah. Well, we reporter Usman Kamara gets more and gonna reports.
Edition of the program Good Morning Salon. As we try forget to correct insert for that particular intro that we just read, we dey look inside another issue. One flag bearer aspirant at the Salon People's Party, Alhaji Musa Tagawali, say the 1 billion olions where he give to Youth Cooperative Society now part of in commitment for CC young people able do business, take care of themselves and their family. Alhaji Musa Tagawali talk this in our interview with Radio Democracy for sake away he go give money to this Youth Cooperative Society. For more on this issue, let me listen to Adeyemi Jackson as a report. Continue. Remember, say inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, you dey listen Radio Democracy from different partner radio station there all over the country, and you dey get we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Kwenadugu and Falaba District, on Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Kaine on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Putloko District. Well, the program they continue as we tell on our inside this edition today. Radio Democracy will talk to the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Chino Bawego can give updates about the constitutional review and other activity that we don't the app we get for do with government. At this time, we they say good morning and welcome to the program, Mr. Minister.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for having me.
Wa alaikum salam. And Ramadan Karim, is that how they say it?
Ramadan Karim, yes.
Okay.
Or Ramadan Mubarak.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
So when you look at the different activities for 2026, we see the Ministry of Information may get a retreat. Also, I will not say this now a thing where most MD they can do for go look at outside they don't come or waiting them for do next week for improve themselves, mistakes made past year and ensure say they not repeat again. And also we soon don't do sensitization, civic first, and yesterday also we see President Bill make a pronouncement government for say the ALSLAV will get increment of payment as we for improve their standard of living. With all of the issue and other one them, now the reason we make you there today for Karangiri update. Well, they start with the retreat with the Ministry of Information just conclude on because now they on the start for getting right for this year for improve on a mandate. Take we listen at them through the purpose of the retreat, how we be end the issues that we discuss, and waiting people for expect from Una.
Lana, quite the introduction. You get Boko energy this morning. I'm glad for there, and I want to say Happy New Year. I think since the turn of the year, and I'm first time for CAM Radio Democracy 98.1, and I also want to take this opportunity for wishing you all happy World Radio Day. When I've been last week, we see some big progress day and some big news day we will announce in partnership with AfriCell for continue for advance the radio platform alone. Now the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, we make history a couple of weeks ago. For the first time, a government ministry host the full retreat, an annual retreat at the historic island of Bond. We, at the ministry, believe in President Bio in vision for both inclusion, decentralization, and for make sure say we take governments to the people. So this year we decide say for we annual retreat, instead of we go na the place where all man and no use for go across, we say will be bold. Everybody for go na that island, they cross the water. I assure you, so plenty of people them in the doubts. Them if you say, oh, bonds not get the amenities, or I'll go bond, I'll go make it happen. But we take about 80 people, not just from the ministry, but also from we agencies there, government printer, IMC, SLENA, SLBC, all the agencies then we the ministry supervise, like they all been there, and then join we in a month for 3 days. We spend that 3 days day intentionally. The facilitator, I've been the head of PSIU, Mr. Afori Musa, and we look at specific thing there. We take stock of the year before. We see the ministry don't do. We say we fall short. We think we need for do more of for advance President Bureau agenda. President don't call 2026 a year of action, and you know the philosophy will come out of the retreat with. I tell them say I call on the Ofijabo philosophy. We will sabi football in a salon. We sabi the great Jebo Sherrington, and the whole myth or the story about Jebo is that the strategy now all man go, all man come. So I tell me team at the ministry in me opening that the strategy for 2026 is simple. We all will play according to the Ofijabo tactic. We all be one team. If one person gets an issue, we all go both day. We crowd that part of the field. We camp and defending government, now we all do one together. We camp and promoting government, now we all do one together. We camp and advancing civic education, and we could do that because I want for lay clear, say this is not teamwork. We and we agency that we get for work together. And I also remind them of one basic principle. The president said this is not the year of action, but in philosophy, they say if tick for them middle forest, nobody know here, nobody know see them, then you can ask the question if the tick be even for them day. Because communication, the work we they do, now the most important work than they let government do good day. If nobody know here, nobody know see, nobody know feel. So we now go into different groups for begin for think about how would it translate that philosophy we lay into concrete action. And I will assure you, say this year will be the biggest year for the Ministry of Information and Civic Education yet, because for the past 2.5 years, women are minister. We've been supposed to get 5 directors. We only get, I can say, half or one, because the person we've been dating have been acting director 3 and be the only one. All the others were vacant. So all this work going and they praise the ministry for do so. We operate with less than 1/4 of our capacity. Then we now approve follow hire 50 new staff for do all the different work that the ministry for do based on the recommendation of the ministry. We'll not be not hire any one of them one day. We've been get a small team. We've been the support me as strategic comes. Now we've been do all this work. Do all these comms work, they do all them civic days, this, that, the policy they don't do unprecedented number and all that was a small team. But going into that retreat, the government may just appoint with chief director, with director of civic education, with director of monitoring, research and planning, with director of information. So, and now we also, they can name an acting director for records and archives. So we team the first parties at the top, we team non-complete in the ministry. We don't able to forget the team. It take we 2.5 years for go through a rigorous process. Obviously, government gets own challenges and all that, but that team, they don't be set. Then they in the process of also finalizing for hiring the assistant director, the people that are under them as well. They will come up with a big plan now for the year. Say, okay, this team, each team, which one I get for do. The director, for example, for civic education and citizens engagements, they work very closely with we institution, NASED, we're responsible for civic education. And then we talk about how they split that work day. What thing then they do, what thing we they do, how will they lead at the top, how then they lead, for example, at the community level. Because the essence, the goal of that, this is not a free society. Citizens and for be part of what's in the happen at government, will for bring the government closer to the people then for see, listen and feel from the government and engage with we. And we do one more thing before we come up bond. We host the first time, the national press conference we host on the island. The people and just the joy of that.
With the community people then?
Full community people around, the mayor, we host one of the panelists and I've been one of the women's leaders in Abont, when I be an old teacher, we talk about the reality of life in Abont. We want the citizens of this country also see what's in the Abont. We also get national conversation because now the first time, by the way, again, President Bio don't make history. In the entire history of Sierra Leone, now under President Bio regime, 2 weeks ago, we don't begin now, as a matter of policy, would they reveal cabinet conclusions. In the past, cabinets have been shumu we done. Pass you a real, pass with the paper. But now, President Bio don't give instruction and we don't begin for implement. After every cabinet, when I go to the press conference, you get for pay attention because major highlights of what happened at cabinet and Bond hold the distinction for be the place who will first reveal cabinets. And there were some major cabinet conclusions that were revealed will bingo Bond. So these are all part of the good things that will come out of Bond. I just want to say final thing. Before they come up Bond, we also give chance to we colleague them for get a half day for let them see the Bond. For let them see the wonder. Me take and snap out of civic education.
The beauty of Sierra Leone.
For see the wonders of Bond. One of the most beautiful places on the face of the earth. Some of the most beautiful beaches in a saloon. We get some of the most amazing amenities in a Bond. The facilities in a first class. We get one place we then call complex where we host over 39 people. We get over 39 rooms, chalets, all air conditioned. 24 hours electricity when you have the resources obviously for support that, but then they provide nights electricity full time. Hall, everything, internet work for we stream this live. The mobile phone companies and get coverage in a Bond. So again, I know say me now obviously a son of Bond, but now and I want to take the opportunity for pitch to people and say if you want to host retreat, you want to do something fun, unprecedented, you want to discover Salone, make sure say you visit the island of
You
Bond.
just don't do a very good promotion for tourism. So in the area of community people highlighting or telling you the real life of Bond, what are some of the main things that would they bring out to you?
Historically, Bond na been, if you go back, Bond na one of the colonies na Salone. Na been Bond and Freetown, let me designate as colony. And there was a time if them born in a Bond, you get rights to British citizenship. So Bond get this old history where it connected to obviously the slave trade, colonization. If you go there, you go see say PZ, the first building at day, we get the first clock tower. But I will tell you, say, for years, Bond was isolated, ignored completely. The people have been depressed. Poverty have been the law of the land na Bond until the young Pekin become president, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. We don't infuse new life, new energy. Obviously, Bond in our water, so na fishing are the primary economic activity that most people are in. But Bond people believe in education. And one of the highest points in for education at Salone, the great Peter Talker, we get plenty people in particular about other people and we come on, we hail from Bond. We, myself, and the Papa born, and remember myself in Roots Day and all that.
Okay.
So, in terms of the life of people in a Bond right now, then they see hope. Electricity don't return, Watado return, President Bio don't come and fix the road, you don't see, say they don't uplift the place, then they see hope. But the years and years, 40, 50 years of complete neglect by successive governments, they also continue to feel that effect. They see so many abandoned buildings, so many great historical sites. As I share some of them pictures on our social media, but they able to say they have not been taken care of.
Okay.
Final thing I will say though, because with the Freetown, now the cleanest city in the country.
Okay.
Absolutely pristine. For them cleaning, not to hashtag, they don't need for argue about cleaning. Then they actually clean. The city of Bond, you can live and breathe there. And I want to commend the outstanding mayor of Bond, Mayor Robinson, for the fantastic work we don't do with our municipality there and for keep them such a clean, decent place for them.
Let me go back into the activity of the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. President Bio, in annual statement, he described 2026 as year of delivery, and una annual retreat na bonds, and the essence na for go take a stock back of una activities in 2025 and what to una plan for do in 2026. For 2026, what do the people of Sierra Leone like they expect from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education?
Every single person we don't assess ministry and performances, then can put we ministry among one of the best, if not the best, in terms of delivery, because of which we don't do, for bringing government closer to the people, for remove the veil we've been there between government and citizens, for ensure say citizens then rely on the information we they provide because it's timely, reliable, for build an excellent relationship with the media. And for say this, we did all of that with about 1/4 of our capacity. Now that our capacity they come to closer to what it's supposed to be, only the people of Salone hold it to a higher standard. In 2026, we they out deliver which we don't deliver before. We they bring government particularly closer to people. We they launch new platforms and for the citizens they get access to information. Handy. We they make them possible now say we see something, they even doubt us if I go check. We don't build a platform with the STI, where you as a citizen, if you see any press release, you want to check anything, you go to that platform, everything's supposed for the day. Now they search now one-stop government directory. Would they support all ministries across government for let them build and capacity so that they will proactively disclose information? Would they call data protection regime? Would they launch that data protection regime there? Would they support a new structure with the man and govern data protection? That's something we don't be left undone at this country for many years. We don't launch a records and archives bill. We can build the infrastructure for that. That government records and archives will be managed in a transparent way, and that you now will know if I get access to government records and archives. Who will become the entire records and archives officer, then I'll be side people and not be even give them promotion. We don't build a cadre for them, and right now they all get access. They don't promote almost everybody within that cadre, and now we don't restore some dignity to that cadre in our government because records and archives are important. Would they build different, would they focus, for example, on film? We don't launch a new policy. Would they build a whole action plan now for how they implement with the entire film sector in the country, in working closely with my sister, the Minister of Tourism, on that issue there. So that now one of the area them who will for take big thing, who they move forward. We continue for seek investment in SLBC for move towards digitization. We don't conduct the study on which we need for lay the foundation for that digital migration of SLBC. The study don't be conducted, finance for pay the resources, and now they begin for seek the international partner. They would seek private sector investment as well into SLBC. If you take IMC, would they begin regulate? You see right now, if you pass in the streets, all kind poster then they put. Last year, government will put out a press release where say, no, you cannot do that. We been go police been go clear them all. Where SLPP been the run because I been so SLPP poster them. Now we been past that rule day. Police go and clear them.
So you talk about the current political poster
they pull all
different
individuals. They pull all come out.
Oh, okay.
Because they violate the laws of the country. We've been very clear. Where SLPP be the one, we've been go ahead. The police been pull all the one the way there. It's the same thing we get for happen again. Okay. Because we get for create order. Advertisement is a whole area of public information. Una experts them. You just grab number, you go build some board frame, you go put your face across the street and block the street and create hazard and things like that. Companies and the way they do public advertisement, we registered, we they pay tax to local council, we they be regulated by IMC in terms of the content and all of that. So in terms of 2026, will be action-packed. We already announced some two big things. One, presidential town hall will be held in Makeni. The president Nongi will go ahead and say, yes, continue for plan that. I want to go host the presidential town hall in Makeni. Again, unprecedented. It's the kind of things that would they do. Next week, we did Kono for the Civic Day series. We take over 10 top government officials into Kono for good discuss and bring government closer to the people of Kono in a way we not ever do before. So that then go listen for learn about the constitution, about redistricting, about census, all the major issues that we care with the top people in our government for good see the people of Kono, for let them say feel government in a way that not ever do before. So would they do better at the things that we not do before? Would they take the one that will not do it to the next level?
Okay, quick one before we look into another issue. Do you know an annual retreat? On a pull a date for the civic festival?
Correct. 10th to 12th of December. The second thing that they were mentioned, say, would already mention, say, in June, would they do presidential town hall, and then the civic festival. We last year back, we announced the date. We be agree on the date internally quick, but we'll not be go public, and so we end up with some skirmishes. Some people and say we'll take the date to this that no. So this year, right in January, we don't announce one thing, say to family and say we don't pick date to the civic festival, and I will tell you more. The civic festival for 2026 with a focus on, with a look back. And they tell you, so they bring some top artists. We now look at Sierra Leone good old days in music. And that nigga for be the theme. But I'm not ready yet for announce that because we'll work on the details. But we are close to coming out to announcing.
A bit back on the issue you mentioned about regulating the way how people do the adverts. What's the issue? Is it that for you think this is not the political time, or the format where people they do the adverts not correct?
No, you know when SLPP been do them primaries, the internal elections. I remember say we colleagues them, they post them, banner them all over. His Excellency begin instruction. Chief Minister been call a meeting. We've been get all the stakeholders and then we assign the Ministry of Information for take a lead. We've been put out a press release. We've been tell say not to so you they do public advertising in the street, and then one day they do them mushroom, they just billboard, you go put and so. So no, it's time for campaign is always. People can campaign as they want, but they're for campaign, and especially out in litter with streets, then within the laws of the country. And there is a system where they regulate public advertisements, street signages. And that system, the Ministry of Information, SLI, CC Agemitus, SLI, I think in the last week, follow engage on how they do that day. But the release been already go forward, and Salon Police may act on that release day during the SLPP term. Very important. We been go ahead and pull all chairman, Batilo, Paran, Sajo, who pull them the paper in the streets and say, if you want to do an advert, can it go pay for adverts, or go to companies that are registered for erect billboards.
Okay.
You pay you tax. But you know, just waking up morning, you do some board, you put 1, 2, 3, you go put in the middle of the street, you block traffic, you block signage and all that. That's not something we would take.
Mr. Minister, the beauty of the city, keeping it clean and tidy, under the Freetown City Council, this concern of people advert, you know, things say, no, if you want to come inside and make Lego right now for engage with the Freetown City Council.
Obviously, in the meeting with the Chief Minister been called, the Freetown City Council will be actively involved. In fact, we put out a release where I share with the enforce. They make inputs before we put out, and then I release the line still stand. So no, we will believe in working with everybody across government. So if the view
they say council not take notice or not get issue with billboards being around,
no, not to council
why
get,
that
not to council get
the,
not to council get the power. Council,
no, it's about keeping the city clean and tidy.
But regulating public information and regulating public advert is not just about tidy.
So you know, while APC do the advert of the flag bearer aspirant.
Then I just want the advert. I want them can pay you. I want to let them go pay to companies that we're responsible, we're supposed to do them properly. I want to let them do and following the laws of the country. I want to let them do and following the zonal law. Mr. Said, in fact, I'm fascinated by the APC flag bearer race. Bokov me party then they run. I want to know how someone wake up in the morning, decide, say, you don't ready for be president, you want to be president, wait till they run for, I they run. All lengths in our land. I'm fascinated by that. But that don't mean say I go say let them grab in the morning, can put big sign before you host Naya say this person they run.
Okay.
I just want to know who that will get for beats.
Oh, okay, but you don't see the faces them already.
Yeah, nice. So I wait for the post where they emerge, follow beat them.
Continue for the between the program. A name Chainoba and in the Minister of Information and Civic Education. We don't give updates about the annual skit where they be all na bonds. When we come back to you, we can look at the constitutional review process. Waiting at some of the things that we don't happen so far. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program now we do go for this break.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB dey do internet banking where they make am easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give we customers dem loan wey no go monitor them for pay at all.
They continue inside the program now. We look at another issue.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program we come to the Minister of Information and Civic Education we in Chegnoba. Of recent, the ministry be embarked on sensitization about the constitutional review process. Take me through that sensitization process.
Well, I think say when it comes to the constitution in process, wetin we don't they try for do now for support the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice for let family know exactly who we come out, why we dey usa we dey so, wetin dey inside the constitution amendments that we the AG don't propose, wetin make and then family understand the process. So we don't do plenty thing in that direction. I don't support the AG throughout. Number one, at the first time this I can say that the most transparent review process this in the history of the country. Every single document we contribute to this constitution and the amendment is currently available online. We develop and launch a website, myconstitution.gov.sl. It gets the government white paper then. It gets the Justice Kawan reports day. It gets the act day. Everything we want. Government in thinking, everything. This not been the happen so in this country. We put her out there. And we announce say we work on this the day we the AG go to the pre-ledge in Parliament. But it's important because I think some people then can talk say, oh, they try for rush this process. We know they try for rush the process. The only people that they talk down are people that we want for ignore history. This is a process we date back to the Lome Peace Accord. Now that the AG don't explain and they will say don't explain to family, let them understand. Come off from there, and the AG can use this beautiful analogy. It's in a relay. President Kaba been passed the baton to President Kuruma. President Kuruma passed the baton to President Bio. But President Bio, in your commitment, say, now they do the last lap. They want to finish it now. A country, they review in constitution and take 30, 40 years. By that time, they say if you don't do multiple other amendments, them. So, family for understand say, it come out from Lome Peace Accord, TRC be recommend, Pakaba start for take the first step. President Komakam is set up the most diverse constitutional review committee, then do their work, they make their recommendations, then do their white paper. President Biokam, he review that white paper, then do a so what we don't do now for explain to people them. The second thing we fumble them for understand now that everything we do inside the proposed amendments of the constitution where relates to election. So right, the constitutional review, some people don't understand this. The bill with in front of Parliament right now, not when they review all the constitution. That bill they are just for address the provision that we get for deal with elections. And why are they important? Because the principle is that if anything for affect election, you want done with time in good time before election, so that it will apply to the election. You know, go do something for election the night before or 1 month before elections. Now I make the AG in wisdom, government in wisdom, say the provisions that we get for deal with. Why would they still the constitution review process overall? They plenty. We get for deal with citizenship. We get for deal with other issue than the law, rule of law, other issue than the inside constitution. We again start from Pakaba. It move to President Kroma. Nothing on the insider amendments there, we the AG don't make clear. We come out entirely from the opinion of this government alone. Everything there emanates from two major processes. The Justice Kawan reports after the work with them do, and secondly, the tripartite recommendation. We been get the full compliance of the All People's Congress, the SLPP-led government, and the international community. Now, then thing indeed the AG don't put together and prepare in a very transparent way, based on which we all agree. Now, indeed, the rights now. But putting the way we save, if now we not been the choose, we may be not to do for choose. In fact, the AG make clear some provision that we say we not agree with. Who they make clear, who they say to Parliament, say, hey, we hope so we not go consider this. But because we want for be just, we want for be faithful to the process and the agreements that we been get, for example, throughout the tripartite, then provisions in there, they may include that day any day before the people the representative. That they on job that day for review and bring and come forward. So we on job reading have been for done, they break this down to the people them, make sure so they get access to that information, they create platform for people them for let them talk and engage on this issue in a way where we believe say one day not happen.
Continue for the program in Imina Chainoba, Minister of Information and Civic Education. When we come back to you, we can look at some of the concerns we don't come up from different parties with regard to the constitutional review process. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program. We look at another issue as we for tap company them not for come with fake iron rod and other building material and the country make the Salon Standard Bureau don't close Royana Salon Limited and other business places them not for sell substandard iron rod and other business material them. And this according to the Executive Director for Standard Bureau, Dr. Paul Kaisam, say they go take legal action against them company them here. Well, for more of this, speak with General Reporter China Usman Kamara.
Section 5 of the Weights and Measures Act of 2012 give power to the Salon Standards Bureau for check and make sure say things like iron rod and other building material where the Canada country get the right measurements. La Fonseca this make Standards Bureau together with other institutions them this BNTM don't do on the spot check. Now company them now the Eastern Partner Freetown.
There's a vehicle.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yes, it's substandard.
We don't check them in Norwich.
One thing I want to know, who is the importer of this rod?
No, Hussein.
Yeah, my brother.
I'm fine, thank you. Now you bring this a rod in here?
Yes.
Yes, it's substandard. So we are sorry to tell you, say, with the pounder, with the closing store, yeah? Thank you very much. And 50 millimeters?
90
documents. Yeah. And not 60 millimeter. No, they have to be 60 millimeter.
And 15? 8 and 15.
Driver,
11, you know the problem. So you don't reverse now, don't go back to the store.
Don't go back to the store, yeah? Don't go back to the store. 11.
Don't reverse no more.
You just listen to conversation between workman them, now the Salon Standards Bureau and people them, where the work na some company them, where the car with iron rod na the country we not correct. But why on the spot check? Make we listen to the Executive Director for the Salon Standards Bureau, Dr. Paul Kaisam.
Over the years, houses are beginning to collapse, and then people they always blame say Standard Bureau no dey work, Standard Bureau no dey work. We have been meeting with these importers of IROs and manufacturers because we don't get a factory now. We don't discuss for the last 1 year. We don't agree that come last year December, nobody, don't forget any substandard IRO there. Join the team for them to go out and they'll be there and inspect. Unfortunately, maybe over 1 year plus, we don't need to discuss for all come together as a team and get the qualities rods. People they still get substandard. So we don't close as for all day. We don't close one shop. We don't make one Muscabi get a rod. They don't arrest them. The driver don't run away. And they don't call invite police. They don't go see the truck also. So this exercise, I want to assure everybody say is going to be continued. We go for continue for Duam. Every week, we team get for a day out. I want to assure the nation, say not only now going to be in Freetown, we go for Duam, right across the country.
During this waka, the National Consumer Protection Commission self be witness am, and this na be them position.
Samuel Pratt, Communications Supervisor, National Consumer Protection Commission. The National Consumer Protection Intelligence give me information about who size of iron road them day. We no meet up the standard. So therefore, we and Standard Bureau, we the engineer experts them, we all goody. And luckily, God make we able to see a good number of iron rod them where they not meet the standard. Then thing and they cause death. They make us then they collapse and create problem for people. So we glad the way at least we don't able begin to pick up the TSO. So by then kind of action TSO we take today, they make we able for solve problem we been get the past years we hosted for them.
We iron rod and other building material in Canada the country we not correct and people use them for build house. We can later for them. Now engineer them, people can blame. This make I've been talked to one part of women the part of this worker, waiting, then think, but the action we Standards Bureau don't take.
Me na Engineer Michael, a fellow of the Sierra Leone Institute of Engineers. This work don't start from 2025. We've been get concerned with the frequent collapse of structures there. That became to the attention of the institution. Then government they asked for KC make a right to opinion. And we find out say the roads they use they below standard, either in the terms of diameter or length. That been trigger for make we go, then call me to a meeting, we'll give professional advice. And end of 2025, we'll do a gazette. We specify the length of road, the diameter, and the quantity with the per ton. And we been done agree say for be 12 meters length. We are so surprised for make us see roads then they come of 11 millimeter and a length of less than the 12 meters will be desired for. And our cause for concern. We just can't give support to Standard Bureau, professional support. And it's a building collapse, other than the Twampana engineers.
During this worker, I've been found out say, company like Sabra Enterprise, Pawan Putra, and some of the company them, where the car with iron rod then at the country we not correct. And during this worker, then people there show say, they not even expect the country in law, because they may lock the mouth pan Standards Bureau and self-lock the mouth pan the Salon Police, because they want for putting them under control. The next question we go kind of some man in mind. Now that after we them people here don't behave so, waiting will be the position of governments. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mena Usman Kamara, the reports.
Program Good Morning Salon they continue. Inside the program we look at another issue. Usai one flag bearer aspirant at the Sierra Leone People's Party Al-Haji Musa Tarawali say the 1 billion olions were again to Youth Cooperative Society na part of a commitment for CC. Young people are able to do business and take care of themselves. For more on this issue, let me listen to Adeyemi Jackson as he reports.
Develop young people then get big goal for play, like for support government for do thing them we go bring development in the country. But for make that happen, young people need for get access to basic thing there, like couple for make them able to do business way through that go able to take care of themselves and contribute to the country in development one. Where this and believe say go reduce poverty. For sake of this make one flag bearer aspirant now the Salon People's Party Musa Tarawali don't go support young people them with couple through the Youth for Peace this cooperative organization, where this organization will make up of different youth group them, we come together for do business. Where it talk, Musa Tarawali, we are one of the leading flag bearer aspirant at the Salon People's Party, start to talk about the reason why it decide to get this couple to this cooperative group them.
I prepare una for benefit from. I prepare una for make una able care for una parents them. I prepare una for make una able care for una pikin them. I prepare una for make una able care for una wife them. I prepare una for make una serious people in society. A lot of people they see una as dropouts. A lot of people they see una say una not serious, but me see una as serious people when an opportunity una not get. That opportunity now they bring for una. I don't encourage una to form this cooperative so that the peace una achieve, it will become prosperous. I don't make cooperative society don't train una. The one day when you go school, what people say they no get certificate. They don't get certificate. And we go continue for account for una directly. I don't go through nobody because nobody know they between me and una.
During this meeting, Musa Tarawali also be give 1 billion old use as support to the cooperative organization will be present at this meeting as help for make them do business.
So I can directly to una. Now I make even the party now the grassroots talk. So this cooperative where una don't get this na company una get. Una get a registered business where officially register where in name na Youth for Cooperative Society is registered. So I dey talk to the executive. That executive and make sure say all the one that we been there na the Crips, na the Blood and all the other organizations, they all get representation inside that executive. And waiting I dey donate to una in phases for start this una business. I don't allocate 1 billion loans. They may think say una no go better, but I want me una challenge them. They say una go better. I want me una show them as how una be show them for make peace. Una show them now say una able do business on ourselves and better.
After this donation wey Musa Tarawali make, na be time for make the head of the cooperative group for make statement, and this na be the advice wey he give to member them. The head of the cooperative group also be get this for say to the different group them we make up of the cooperative organization, but how them for use the couple we Musa Tarawali don't get to them.
And they don't start up. I believe say all our users come let them together and cooperate to contribute. You know, easy. Let it come together. So only the people we are asking them to do that we are going to set fast. Hey, when you see like you several times from our show, and for them together and see ourselves as partners of development. So I want to as a way to take us to money in our personal affairs. We are able to showcase to the whole country or the whole world say, Una say as you said, Una be partners in development or partners in development.
The head of the cooperative organization and for tell Musa Tarali thank you for the copper where it don't get to them and assure them say them go use the money for do business. We go change their life and their family. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, they report.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you copper or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give reimbursement then loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Now UTB, all we cosments them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we cosments them banking service. We then have plenty sign of the country. We then have Kabbalah, Cambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we na www.utb.sl or come now we head office na number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank, now the true bank for you.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA. Inside Africa today, money they move with speed, but not only with trust. And trust in name na Africash by UBA. Whether you in Nigeria or Ghana, Kenya, Liberia or Salon Safe, Africash they connect all African country them. With Africash, you go able send and receive money outside Salon to other African country them. Simple one. Whether you get account with UBA or not, it no matter. UBA design Africash for all man, any side and anytime inside Africa. If fast, you go able send and receive money direct na any UBA bank or any UBA branch or agent office. Yes, oh yes, Africash they give you the power for do easy one with no stress. Na Africash na the bra for send money na all the African country them. Go na any UBA branch or agent location today for send and receive money one time. For more information, call we na 078-200-200 or email winner cfcsierraleone@ubagroup.com. UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress. Best customer satisfaction.
The Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) no gladly for the way and manner where certain people them where they use the road they behave, driver and rider them. More the time where traffic can jam, plenty pan them, more keke rider them. All the time they ride na the wrong lane where they make the traffic number flow fine. The SLRSA they member all driver, rider and vehicle owner them say for use the route where you no get right for use na serious offense under the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. Na the routes or lane where they approve no more you for use. You for obey the sign them, marking and traffic instruction them. Make sure say you safe and the one themselves where they use the road safe. Now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation will join on with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority SLRSA and all who that they undertake and transport business bring this message to you.
The Officer Ramadan show is back, bigger than ever.
Yes, so this na Gentry Palam show, and this year Africelon double the cash winnings, more than 1 billion all loans in mega prizes, plus plenty exciting surprises inside this Ramadan promo.
For qualify, just dial *777# or call or send blank SMS to 777 for just 2 new loans, and you will get 2 loans on net call until midnight.
And wait, oh, if you choose AfriMoney, you go double your chances every single day.
Watch the show live Mondays to Fridays, 7:45 p.m. on Africa Salon Facebook page, AYV TV, Afri Radio 105.3 FM, and other radio stations them nationwide. This na Ramadan Gentry Palam. Win big and shine bright.
The break, the program Good Morning Salon, they continue. As inside this edition today, the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chendo Badon, they get updates waiting happen at the ministry and other issues that will happen within government. So they come over to you, Mr. Minister. Before we go for the break, you will talk about the constitutional review process and how much not on they play a role for make sure people get timely information and clear understanding. You make a point where say you see some people get concerned about describing the process as being rushed. Is it that you talk about the concern of the main opposition APC because they get concerned about the timing of the review process and all of that?
No, obviously I not things I don't see main opposition express concern.
No, I just asked him that exactly
timing.
to FOC.
No, I mean I think we live in a democracy, and inside democracy people then get different opinion. Now, no matter what you do, if you do even if you follow the steps fully, some people in their way go come up with their own views on why, even when you follow the step, if you don't use your right foot before you use your left foot, why you use your left hand instead of your right hand. So debates get for day, and then a part of the democracy. Then we're not no issue with people. I think so. What we want now that within we own commitment is when you make a point, we're not true, we clarify. We own job in the ministry now for make sure say. Even if you get an agenda, you not end up for feed that agenda day to gullible citizens them, we not get access to the facts. We own job than day.
Okay.
So you can state your point, you say, oh, you rush, they tell and say, no, this is now 1990, so it starts. Lome Peace Accord, now so it pass. We explain that part. They say, oh, they not follow the due process. We say, no. Now government's opinion will say, no, now tripartite and this. You can go read them for yourself. We they provide you, the citizen.
But one of the concerns,
actual information. Go ahead.
One of the concerns where the opposition gets that the process at which the constitutional process they go, according to the Dr. Kelfala Mara, he described the process as one way not open because most of the things them way they in the review process now that now not to things them where they agree now the tripartite recommendation, and most times they not can consult them with them as opposition.
I not think say I know you Dr. Kafala Mara in specific comments on that, but again as I say, people that when a politician they will run for office, then get different incentive. Then can kind of public and say different thing. Then get for feed the base, right? Then get for send red meat. But the facts be clear on this. As I tell you, this government don't publish online. Even you as the organization, but people don't care about tripartite, but no one they see the recommendation or they don't even know it in the day. We don't put them all publicly. We do a simplified version today. We publish them. You go to the website now. Every single provision where the AG go for go to the pre-ledge, every single provision inside this amendment bill, would they tell you where it come off from? Whether not from the constitutional review process we been starts with the Justice Cowan committee and the report to them right, or directly from the tripartite. And the AG say it get absolute fidelity to that process. No complete new idea no the way government carry it. When you go cabinet, of course, government add in opinion. For example, one or two provision the way them say, for ensure say we move away from 55% threshold or for do 20% or 25% is that government put in your opinion and share that and update that. We know the essence than the of government. And we somebody say they don't consult them. As I say, the APC government been set up a constitutional review committee. Then been do white paper will not depart from them as a government. That committee with them been do the recommendation will not depart from them. And that same committee there with the so already the process inherently na APC in views. Then there's that process.
What about the issue of political parties where they're not able to get a win seats? What about political parties that were not able to win seats? Now, 2 consecutive elections. According to the opposition, this not to be the recommendation, but the idea come out from government.
So I think say with that particular issue, they may no one join Pandi points finger, no points finger. Waiting clear on that. Tripartite recommendation, the AG don't make clear, say, whether would have been put on forward or not been put on forward, waiting they may agree on inside the document.
What would that be put on?
Again, may not be inside the room. And we do inside room, like what the cabinet, and I can say, oh, inside cabinets, now this minister being get that view. It like being there against something fully. When cabinets don't approve, what can I am my job for defender. So we take responsibility for everything we do inside the tripartite recommendation because I've been 3 parties. We have been part of the parties them. But we don't make it clear, say, on that particular provision, we don't agree. And we ask that, going forward, the people's representative, inside this review process, we expunge them. Then we in position and we're very clear on that. We don't want to play blame games, say, oh, this person been put on, and this person been put on. We were part of the process.
So in terms of the concern we don't come already from opposition and other party them, is it that we go look into the concern for proof say the process is actually inclusive?
We commitment will always be the same. That we want for President Biona a very democratic leader. He always believes say we for listen, we for engage, and basically when you listen and engage, the process could be better. The inputs then. The mistake one way some people can make, just because I for consult with you, no means say what you think and I no more for do. Sometimes, and some of the people in way when I don't name so, then can basically assume say government no for the again, and a co-governance for the part. That somehow cabinet in your opinion now not for matter again, especially if they get a different opinion, not to so government's day. There is a government of Sierra Leone. The government of Sierra Leone is led by His Excellency, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Madabio.
And it don't be inclusive and give the space.
It gets a cabinet.
Okay.
Now set up this tripartite process. Now set up. Now take all the recommendations. It can go cabinet approve. You don't already make your input, but you know go sit down and you say, well, you don't make that input from that period now. If one dot the I, if we come back to you, no sir. That's not how it works.
So
you can continue now. You get your people in representative in a parliament. You particular representative in a parliament. Inside a parliamentary process, you can make on your additional inputs. You remember as we are open. Nothing all day they will go in and say this na pass will die. Nothing. Okay. Waiting we own fidelity to now the process for improve the democracy. For make sure say nobody not spread fake news and have fake news left, because we don't see plenty people their interest there now for demonize we say we don't see some say. I've been tell one of them power meeting say, you know, they talk something like say, oh, sit down inside some kind of room with the plots. How for this? No, all of we. What will kind of for help for make this country go before?
And all of us can include them, the opposition as well.
Everybody, but we know they start from a premise say then which man they within a net they can try for. Now then they take that position they wait and team up for talk all the time. We take them say we now brother and sister them. We happen to get different opinion. In this time, if their opinion and we opinion not agree, right now. Now, President Bio in your word, now get the final say. That's just the reality of it. We go parliament, then the people's representative process the under, then get away with the votes, majority votes, and on the constitution, it will require 2/3 at each stage. 2/3, second reading. After that, third reading require 2/3. The bar is so high that everybody get for making input.
Okay.
Are we on commitment that?
Continue to do it inside the program now. The Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chainoba. Now we go for a break.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile App, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalite. Pay other bill them and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go on Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
Commercial Bank. I praise me Allah inside this Ramadan.
Kini Joseph, but we saw you the run the go sola the holy o. I don't mind score. But that kebo my dey cambo, my dey go correct money. Tell me picking I don't say money for me but for the family. You know you read the news. I say PC for in exchange bureau. The master sabi for in exchange bureau na the country. They samba una with them Ramadan 1% cashback bonus. I say for any money where you go collect na any PC and Son shop, whether na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, you go get 1% bonus cashback. So you will get from bull overseas. We go send for you money for this Ramadan. You pick it in school fee, the house rent, money for pool zakat. No collect them, no side. Once na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, just go collect them. Now PC and Son shops them all about the country. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the Combra Foreign Exchange Bureau.
Good morning, Salon. They continue from that break. They inside the program we they look at another issue as any year, February 18. Now Remembrance Day, when the Armed Forces Day. Excuse me. This make inside this February 18, 2026 Remembrance Day, when the Salon Armed Forces, the Commander-in-Chief, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio yesterday inside the engagement of the Armed Forces. They don't make a pronouncement. Osai say then go increase salary for soldier man them as way for improve the standard of living and condition them. For more on this issue, let's listen to Mohamed Lamin Kebe as a report.
I hereby approve a 25% salary increase for all ranks of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces. I therefore direct the Chief of Defense Staff and the Director General of the Ministry of Defense to work with the Minister of Finance to ensure full implementation.
The voice you listen are His Excellency the President Julius Maada Bio Wesemweso, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Republic of Salon Armed Forces, Al-Slaf. They announced 25% salary increment for soldier them inside the 17th Armed Forces celebration, where this day now one where Salon government set aside for members soldier them we lost their life inside the country in 11 years civil war. Part of this celebration, the President give award to international and national army man them we play important role for tap the war, launch the national defense policy and strategy, and self Punado Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces new color uniform from salary increase. Let me listen as the President this time being called on Al-Slaf for increased woman representation with agreement with the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act. And self the new policy we say now will say again, Parliament go enact. We go look inside welfare of retired soldier them. We don't serve the country.
More must be done in accordance with the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act of 2022. I therefore direct sustained recruitment of women and increased female representation in leadership positions across our SLAF, and we are aiming for a 30% quota. I'm aware of the challenges you face after service as a veteran myself. I reaffirm my commitment to the swift enactment of the Military Veterans Bill, currently languishing before Parliament, and direct that this process be completed by May 2026.
President Julius Maada Bio continue for support different projects planned for develop the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces.
10,000 acres of agricultural projects aligned with the Feed Salon agenda, explosive management services for mining, and an engineering corporation to support national infrastructure. This includes the 52.3 kilometer mile 91 Rosu Junction feeder road, and I further direct relevant NDAs to collaborate with ASLAF on the 1.5 kilometer paved road at the Armed Forces Training Center and the 27 kilometer paved road in Cambia District.
With all this, the President been assured the public say in government will continue to maintain the country in peace and security for national development. For Radio Democracy, Mamelami Kebede reports.
Good morning, Salon. They continue, they bring in the Minister of Information. The President inside the Remembrance Day yesterday, when at the Armed Forces, they make a pronouncement of 25% salary increment of RSLAF. Remember them. The view or people go, they wonder how this get for work, how effective it will be and all of that. Mr. Minister.
I want to just start by saying I've been getting the privilege for the Mada Bio parade grounds yesterday, and I watch the armed forces of the Republic of Sierra Leone make we all proud as Sierra Leoneans. Beautiful display. They parade them classy, incredibly dignified. Me no to soldier, no get no direct. Obviously, my brother and a soldier man, I grew up the Gona Barrick, but it make I feel like say I want to join soldier. I feel proud of the country, and I think that they can say other country they not can overlook. On a day like yesterday, Armed Forces Day, not so just waiting and do the parade, but the stories that we hear, the people that we President Bio honor.
Okay.
And I lost track say yesterday for the first time since the war done. President Bio honor Nigerian, Guinean, Kenyan, British, and American troops them whose support we do in the war. Nobody no ever do that day. Me being get the privilege for work under General Opande, we been there as the first commander for UNAMSIL, who been the work day back in the day. Years ago, General Opande na be a dignified, fine soldier. We play a big role by the disarmament process. He don't retire now, like Kenyan retired general. President Bio say, as a country, they will come back. They'll call them people and they then lay their life for we as a people, as a country. And yesterday, for the first time, he honored them.
Okay.
I really want as Sierra Leoneans to recognize how big that is. Again, it's not present we declare Remembrance Day, January 18, we don't observe them. Now we don't come February for observe Armed Forces Day. But now to the point about the welfare of the military personnel. President Bio don't make a decision for continue for invest in the welfare of the army, because maybe nine are the only civilian presidents who don't get at this country. We, well, now, in this democracy, we actually serve. Now, in comrades, there, he serve, so he understand the needs of the military. All man, they pay attention to the 25% salary increase across the board when they come into effect April 2025. But the one for that, I just draw our attention, say, not to that anymore, talk about. The president talk about, say, they establish a defense enterprise service. Then they extend infrastructure and development projects them for the military. He talk about providing 10,000 acres for agricultural project for let them contribute to feed Salon. He mentioned specific roads them, where he say they not assign them roads them there with the resources to the military, to the engineering wing for let them be part of. Overall, in goal, now for boost the morale of the military.
Okay.
And one more thing we mentioned we substitute you care about. He say we kind of power. The military female composition was in single digits in terms of percentage. Today, they don't go over 14%. But he make it clear, say, it's not enough. He say, he direct, in fact, he not just say, he say, he direct, for let them continue for take specific steps, for let them recruit more and more females into the military. He say, with the clear goal for let them hit the jury benchmark of a minimum of 30%. In the display yesterday, we've been getting all female wing as well. We themselves do the display and the parade, and they were all just excellent. Just being part of that, I think, for bring a sense of patriotic pride in we say, yes, we may not have the most sophisticated military weaponry and all that, but to get people them when in terms of danger, young people that when we fumble them, then choose for sign up, and take themselves seriously, and they practice, and then they conduct themselves with dignity.
So to more highlight on the 25% increment, effective April, is this really going to work as said by the president?
100%. His Excellency, again, one of the things that when at the hallmark of President Bio in presidency is like a follow process, like a follow due process. Now there's an army pay review board. Now then do the review for think about waiting for do. So we therefore consider a couple of things. Waiting the rank need and waiting the country go able afford. They make the recommendation. The president will accept the recommendation. He don't direct the Ministry of Finance for incorporates that, and he direct the leadership of the brass. You can see where President Bio announced that yesterday. Somebody joke near me say no worry no more. He say then spouse then the army wives and then baby them, and they don't calculate that 25% already. You can feel the joy na the ground and across the country. Say then get a leader. We care about them. We did listen to them, and when he come for talk to them, they know say na one of them, and you can feel that connection there yesterday in nice speech.
So the 25% increment salary, it cut across the military?
Yes, now across the board, across all ranks, and the president will be very clear about that. It's in at 25% across the board. So everybody was a member of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, come April 2026, you suppose foresee a 25% bump in your salary.
What about the salary increment for civil servants as well?
What about that, sir?
Instead it comes to effect?
Definitely all within inside the budget, including the proposal for salary increment, and I think Senate it's a bit more tired and more structured. Absolutely.
When?
Again, it puts me on the spot now, not to mean I'm the manager of the budget, but I would say this year, 2026, all the proposal that the Minister of Finance don't make in terms of salary increments, those proposals, they're in the pipeline and they will be effective.
You think the salary increment for soldiers then at the military come at the right time?
I don't need for think. I just need for don't did it yesterday or for watch the clip.
Because there are concerns where don't they come up from the military with regard the welfare. But and these are concerns where they be done the race for a very long time.
My brother, I say two things. President Biola for follow due process. And I tell you, say now two things they consider. Within the military need and within the country go afford. If you go promise something we will not able afford, the bankruptcy country, you self not go gladdy, right? Even the soldier themselves not go gladdy. So that balance there. But in terms of the response, I can tell you, say yesterday, you can hear the joy, the palpable joy across the sense of, oh, we have been listening to them. I make I say, I not just want to pay attention today. By the way, another news for the president are now. For the first time, now, we constantly go through some review process for see if we qualify again for let we take part in international missions for send troops.
Okay.
The president announced that as well again, so don't cross that threshold. We begin for send troops and now for be part of international missions. So in terms of investment in the military, now across the board, even if you go to that place they also been there, so you go see the investment there, we don't make the investment in infrastructure for utilize the expertise of the military in health, in agriculture, in engineering, for fix roads, for do things so that across the board, and as I say, now part of them, so they understand say it care about them all.
Mr. Minister, now on another issue we get to do with the political situation now the country. Concern on the come out from the opposition that they know they get the political space for play the role as opposition as it is expected. Waiting you go say about the view where some people get say maybe the country under a political tension.
Look, we did 2 years or so to an elections. The opposition party currently busy, they try for do the lower level elections. And plenty people, I think, I don't lost count of how many people they non-declare say they want to be president. So you go expect, say, in that kind of context, you go expect some political tension in the air.
For the whole country or just for them?
No, overall, right?
Okay.
You can see, even we want to do something with them and think we don't know the advocates for. Right now, all man they try for push through. Now make you see, say for going to court, you could see all the lawyer they come on and do say they go to court. They know say na 2 people they go for talking at court. But all man want they by the picture. Because na political term. Men they not say you know be the day. We understand. I all men, I grow up. We understand this game. Small thing happen. All my one beating company by would have been express more outrage than the other one. Other person gonna radio, somebody go tweet some of them, then at Twitter, then they base. Some man a Facebook incident, some man a WhatsApp in the, some man a station in the run go, some man in a own blogger, he taking own video, he do it talk.
But what if that is your own form of being part of democracy and governance?
Now they are the camp.
Okay.
Now, the premise why they lay na that lay na within which man call as a matter of course. Because within that period, you go expect them kind of thing. What we want for seek and what we want for commit to. And as Minister of Information and Civic Education, we just publish a new study which shows say we camp on freedom of information and freedom of the press and an open society. Then look at countries that we don't get with similar background. We are ahead of all of them countries. Then I just mentioned all the big things they would trouble for do. So we own request to them is where you do all this, do ya? Let we maintain the peace. Let we not unnecessarily incite people them. May we not attack individuals in a way that's undignified. I want to give example. I can't okay? Because one matter the way the court way we not go discuss the details of the matter. But I want to make clear to Salon people and let them understand. When somebody hold the highest office of the land, whether he hold today or he been hold in the past, he deserve the highest level of respect. I can tell people and say, President Bion are public servants, but not to you servants now. So man can misunderstand that. You want to say because a public servant, if you want to treat like a servant. No, sir. No, ma. His Excellency is the fountain of honor. Now in the country, you see yesterday, now in the carry, now the embodiment of the country in pride. Americans, you go say all kind things, but again, we camper the pomp of that office there, then call on the awesomeness of the power of the presidency, the individual. We've been getting former presidents now, with the intelligence forces, the Aegis office, then come to the conclusion, say, in now part of a plot for overthrow the government of Salon. Then go as far as accuser of treason. Then go, then serve them that paper day for invite them for kind of court. I want to make this point let everybody understand. Throughout that period day, we treated him with absolute respect and with dignity.
So, Mr. Minister,
at no point, I want to finish this point. What kind of studio I talk about him? At the talk about I can mention, say, we get for treat him with the dignity, with the office we be all supposed to represent. I don't want to call a name. I mention, say, we get for presume in innocence until the court find them guilty.
Okay.
I treated that in the same way. This is not a former president.
But you not saying but you can't, everybody can't be like
no,
you.
But they say, but if you hold a public position, you get certain duty. And this is not just a general statement.
Okay.
You now not going to be a person with old position. The sitting head of state of the country, you team up in a public position, you they say something then way they beneath even you as an individual or the rest of this country. So at that point they would make.
Okay.
Say let us conduct ourselves with respect, with patriotism, with dignity, because now they advance democracy.
You just be conscious or take note of the plenty, proposed aspirant of APC, but we see likewise also for the current Salon People's Party. You now one who interested as well?
The simple and direct answer to that question are that, look, for be president of a country, now I consider a very, very high task. His Excellency, I don't get the privilege now for the behind the scenes. Before I come at this position, I don't actually work with other leaders. Them I've been getting the privilege for dinner, for example, Gordon Brown in staff after I don't left the presidency. Such a high bar. I don't think say person they waking up morning no more think say, oh, myself want to be president. Presidency not supposed to be papi show. Enough for me because today you sleep fine or today with two people that don't clap for you. Absolutely like very serious and important position. And some of the people who don't come forward we say they want for run. And they look at them and think say then say no, say they're not ready for that position day.
Okay.
Me with Donayagua show you say me only interest now for do the job with President Bio don't give me to the absolute best of my ability. Even if they call me now say Mr. Siba come, one for can make you the president. I tell them say no. At this stage you are there, the stage of my family, the stage of my life, I'm not prepared. I not get what it take right now. That's not my own position.
So in other words,
I believe say I get zero interest. People in the way they run, I applaud them. I think say them believe in themselves. Them believe say they want for run. But me, as a government minister, my intention now for do the work with President you don't give me the honor for do with the absolute best of my ability, inshallah. And for the people that know say, we didn't give this man job, he do but me no get no aspiration for another position, talk less of the highest officer.
So before we can start to look at message, these are concerns that we don't come up from civil society organizations. Them so they don't raise concerns. Say you ministry don't go both local and international organizations. Them and most of the activities them where they're supposed for they do. You ministry in they do some of the activities and also concerns as well from government institutions. Then that plenty of the things that we they're supposed to do. You ministry don't take over everything.
I'm going to laugh, but I'm not going to laugh. If the accusation of that will do a job, we're guilty. We are the Ministry of Information and Civic Education for the government of Salone. In fact, I don't say we only get about 1/4 of the capacity. If then they think say, oh, the ministry been on the do last year, I want to tell them say let them get at themselves because we are going to do way more. We set up a civic desk at the ministry. We work with Ministry of Development, not to win our civil society organization and say, they can register. We will work with them about how we do to work together. I think the problem with that thinking then what I go call na small thinking. Where you think say, oh, if there were I do something, look, we have been the civil society, for example, we have been the purposeful. Plenty of people we do video. Say me don't take over the space now. I didn't, I made they get money. I left there, then still they as poor as them in poor. My organization where I be not left is still they do better than they do. In life, anybody who don't say now because that person they if me been start as Minister of Information, I say, hey, I don't get all the money or all till all if I go to Minister of Communication, I need to do nothing happen. The space is big. The Minister of Information they apologize to anybody for doing the job.
Okay.
Now we mandate by the government of Sierra Leone for lead public and citizens engagement on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Civil society organization then get their own job for do, then they continue for do. And plenty of them civil society organization we talk that what they me in this why I don't know this ministry we don't get them money for do their own part of the job. We don't engage with them for do their own part of the job. We'll continue for do that. Even in it's we get a whole section on how they work with civil society organization. But if somebody they go around and say, I blame SIBA for doing the job, I tell the person thank you. Because we will continue to do our job.
Will they take few messages them inside the program? This first one from Mark 10 and New England Ville, they say, I'm happy the primary focus of this year's retreat is responding to President Julius Malada's new declaration of 2026 as the year of action. I'm confident the retreat will serve as a critical planning phase to ensure government communication is clear, timely, and result-oriented.
This one from Tunde Scott say we reject the PR system extension to the presidency and limitation of the 55% winning threshold to 50%. Democracy must prevail.
From Ibrahim Sisi on our Facebook page, say, Honorable Minister, in a decent democracy, opposition concerns are not mere opinions or fashion. They are vital contributions to national interest.
This one from Mystic say we need a deep consultation in our political space, especially when it comes to the amendment of a national constitution that has brought mixed feelings among Sierra Leoneans. We shouldn't do it in a rush, but in the best interest of Sierra Leone and the citizen, not in the interest of any political parties or region.
This one is, Mr. Minister, please send a message to some of President Bio's appointees who are showing interest in being a president. They have a lot to do and work together with the president to ensure that it delivers and leave a good legacy.
This one say using an old constitution while implementing reforms requires neutrality in the interim government period and must be balanced as the nation with legislative decision. However, when the undevolved powers conflict tradition, using the old constitution principles to make changes in this period of awaiting a change to the rule book brings uncertainty and legal inconsistency.
From Ibrahim Sisi again, they say constitutional review in a true democracy must work on the right foot, openness and full consultation, especially with the opposition, not the left foot or east or limited engagement that breeds tension.
This one from Mark Tense. I'm happy the primary focus of this year's retreat is responding to President Julius Maada Bio's New Year declaration of 2026 as the year of action. I'm confident the retreat will serve as a critical planning phase to ensure government communication is clear, timely, and result-oriented.
Mark 10 and New England Village said the 25% salary increase for Sierra Leone Armed Forces is one that should have come a long time ago, and trust me, this 25% is not worth the sacrifice made by past and present soldier. Because of time, will they come over to you, Minister of Information, for response to the message then, please.
What are some of these courts say? We reject. Like elected people in Kingston are also say in reject. Unfortunately for not also government they work. In waiting talk, so they're in rejection, our opinion. Democracy not the work so. I make we all they will get systems and all. Now in opinion, we respect them, but in opinion they get limits beside the tap. Let me be clear on this. In terms of the process, the government don't be clear, say we open, we they listen, we they engage, but government also get an opinion. And that government opinion there as well, they be part of that process there. On PR system, for example, the Justice Cowan report in recommendation was that na PR na good for Salone, for peace, for democracy, for stability. Women's group there, back in the day, then come together, then review all this, then say, then recommend PR system. I make the AG say the conversation for the get now who's kind PR, because PR get many types. But then they already set in. And the recommendation they don't come forward, and we don't say that their recommendation they would they take go before. Tripartite not been touched on PI, call for consultation. The AG don't lead that consultation, and that consultation they come up with in own recommendation. We say, we look at the merits and the demerits of the different systems and see which one go best go fit Salone.
Okay.
Government therefore take these things forward. Somebody say me for send message to appointees. I think the message what they send at the work me they do. President Bio, na the one we will all listen to. Na they send the most clear message, and it don't make it clear to every appointee. Say right now our focus for deliver na year of action. And I think that message, the me own job, me I can say me na amplifier. Okay. I amplify the message of President Bio give. And then somebody also say opposition concern for be treated not just as opinion. It's true. But again, opposition back, the opposition now you become the dictator of everything. So you say we listen a hand go and come. And I make the tripartite process, now the recommendation they will take bam. And then all they do. So their views are included, and in the parliament where they also get views. So
means I will not get better time anymore. Yes. Quick one. Government still committed on the census. What's it say happen this year?
December 1, 9 census nights of 2026. The census, the decennial census for this country, they happen December 2026, and the commitment is simple. Let them continue. Every citizen for join, for make sure say you talk to people and say, hey, remember say census now about your life, now about investment with commitment 100% government put significant resources to them. The ministry, the co-chair, the public education committee for the census will work with SLAG and plenty of una for make sure say every citizen know say census they come, census important, and I have to commend the opposition on that, because this time then self don't embrace the census process, and then self they talk to them people and say let them continue.
Okay. One for say plenty thank you to you, Chang Oba, Minister of Information and Civic Education, for we take your time for be part of the program today. Good morning, Salon.
And I had this edition the lefty for today, Thursday morning. We say plenty thank you to DJ Clay for in technical support, and all to the production team we join Anne for ensure say this edition of the program Good Morning Salon meet on this Thursday morning. We will bring this edition come to you this Thursday morning. Minas up to you, calendar say stay tuned to this frequency, and goodbye. And
Adeyemi Jackson is a goodbye.
The Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, that's now been the program Good Morning Salon. We come to you on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We're going to